Hi, Kupo, and welcome to my top 10 favorite Nintendo Switch games. I knew at one point I was going to have to make this video, and it is kind of crazy that I'm finally making it. The Switch 2 is around the corner. As of right now, there's still no pre-order date, but I'm just like itching to get my hands on it. Little ranting, one thing that I miss about consoles coming out is how different they look. Like the NES, the N64, the GameCube, they all look different, all different controllers. But this one, if I had a gripe, is it looks too similar to the Switch 2. I mean the Switch 1. That's just, I look forward to the new stuff. And then the controllers, the Joy-Cons, the Pro Controller, it looks so similar. But to look back at the Switch 1, I think it was a great console. I mean, numbers wise, I think it might have beaten I think it was the Wii or whichever one as the best selling Nintendo console. I mean, games overall were great. It really opened up the can of worms of porting just games, because the majority of the Switch library was like ports and remasters and remakes, which I guess summarizes this whole new generation of gaming. But when it comes to the next generation of Nintendo, we got Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends, a new Donkey Kong game. It's been forever and I cannot wait. But let's go ahead and get into this list because I have so many Switch games. This video is going to take forever, so I'm going to try my best to get through it as fast as I can, but also hit some points that I kind of want to make. So let's go ahead and get started. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I love this little pink ball. They're so adorable. And then I haven't played a Kirby game in so long. And to have one like this that gave like Mario vibes, it was so fun. I think mouthful mode, I don't know if that's what it's called, but then there was parts later in the game that it felt genuinely challenging. I think one issue I have with like most Kirby games is it's too easy, but this one was like the sweet spot for like a great like Nintendo difficulty. And man, it was so fun. The music and just everything about it, I love this game. Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, there's bound to be Mario games on this list, right? And I'm not just doing one per franchise. It's just every Switch game that I own is potentially on this list, and Mario Odyssey is at the number 9 spot. I really love this game. I mean, there's a lot of games on the Switch that are exclusive to the Switch that could be contenders as like one of like the greatest games like ever. And it's crazy to think that like there's games now that could make this list because I'm only thinking of like the past. Well, technically this is the past. Anyway, this is a great game. 3D Mario games are so fun. The adventure, Cappy it was a fun mechanic, and throwing it on enemies and becoming a Goomba or becoming a Hammer Bro. It's just so fun. The music just makes you want to like dance, or I don't know. This is Mario. He's a little plumber, and this little plumber is always gonna have a special place in my heart, and just like this game. Super Mario RPG. This was my childhood game. I never beat it growing up, and honestly, it kind of scared me. But when this came out, I was so ready. I'm like, I've never beaten you before. I'm gonna beat you now as an adult. And it's so charming. It's so adorable. Mario is such a goofball. And then just the cast of characters, being able to have like Bowser on your team, or Peach, or Mallow, Gino, like the game adding like new characters. I hope, like not counting like Paper Mario, because I guess or Mario and Luigi, because those are like RPG Mario games. But I would love one like this, but newer. This game is so fun. It was so cool. The way that they remade it was amazing from the ground up. The music, I wanted to listen to the new arrangements of music, but I couldn't help but going back and just listening to that iconic music. I beat this game. It felt like something that I've been meaning to do, and I finally did it. It felt great, and I love this game. Super Mario Wonder. 3 Mario games in a row. I mean, who would have thought, right? But Mario Wonder, when it comes to Mario games, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, 2D Mario is my favorite. There's just a certain level of challenge that they have that I feel the 3D ones don't have. There's so much you can do in 3D that could make it easier, but there's only one way to go. You go straight, and whatever mechanics that the game gives you, that's what you have. And this one was so unique. Every level had a different mechanic, it felt like, and then like the wonder flowers, twisting it to like some psychedelic trip. A good one. Don't do drugs, kids. It was just so fun. The music was just so cool, so charming. I had so much fun. This is easily on my top like favorite like Mario games. I want to play, now that I'm talking about, I want to play this again. Just if you haven't played this, this is a must play. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna say, and I still feel this way, I think this is one of like the best games ever. I've seen it on many lists, and I also will say that this is probably one of the best launch titles. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of launch titles, but just thinking of like the PS5 or like the Xbox Series X, I don't even think that had launch titles, but this has to be one of the greatest launch titles ever. The way that this changed up the Zelda formula, went open world, and then now like there's so many games out there that are trying to mimic this, either with like the tower mechanic of opening up pieces of the map, or just the combat, the enemies, or even like the art style. This game has left a mark, and going back to saying that some of the games on this console are contenders to be on like the best games or greatest games of all time, this is on there. The music is just so beautiful. It's so moving. I put so much time into this. I beat this twice, I think I did, but I put well over 100 hours, 200 hours. This game's fantastic. Animal Crossing New Horizon. Now listen here, cut me some slack. This is the only game I didn't really play that is on my list. I'm putting this on my list because I think that this game is important, because it came out at the time of the pandemic, maybe around the time we went into the pandemic, how this game impacted so many people's lives. And I have seen the gameplay of this, like my wife, this is my wife's game, and I have watched her put hundreds, almost 1,000 hours into this, and it's just so adorable. It's so peaceful. It's so like relaxing and also frustrating and hectic at times. But the amount of creativity that this game allows you to have is just so magical. It's so cool. And then, like I said, the importance of this on this game helped a lot of people through a really difficult time, like in history. And then even to this day, people are still playing this game, even though I think that the game is like done, but I'm still seeing videos of people creating like freaking Dead by Daylight worlds, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, or just creating wonderful things. And even though I haven't played this, I still want to acknowledge how great and important this game is. Balatro. This one was quite the surprise when it came out last year. I didn't know what I was really getting into, but this game has taken a hold on me. If you want me to talk more about this, check out my top 10 games of last year. But just to add on, I'm still playing this. I'm still trying to beat my scores, trying to beat bosses, getting new decks, and just the music, the trance that this game gets you into. Like, it's one that I don't want to get out of. Pokemon Legends Arceus. We've gotten a handful of Pokemon games on the Switch, but this one is hands down my favorite Pokemon game ever. This is what I've been wanting, been asking for, how I imagined it growing up a Pokemon game to be, right? It's not quite open world, but the areas are open enough to make it feel that way. Being able to just go anywhere you want, see Pokemon all in the fields, and just you could go up there, throw a Pokeball, catch them. You could throw a Pokemon to fight somebody. Pokemon could attack you. There's times you have to run for your life when you're being attacked because your health is like this small, and it's so fun. The music, I love this game so much. I cannot wait for the next one to come out. The thing that breaks my heart though is I never got to finish this. I was so close to finishing it, hundreds of hours into this, and then I made a big brain play to trade in my Switch for an OLED without transferring any data, and I lost all of my save data, and I have not went back to this. I can't get myself to do it. I'm just gonna wait for the next one. But man, this game is awesome. If you haven't played Pokemon, if you want to get into the franchise, I would probably say this is the best one to jump into. Metroid Dread. First off, this is the only Steelbook Switch case I have, which is awesome. But man, I love Metroid. It's a franchise that kind of gets pushed under the rug. It's not like compared to Zelda or Mario, we have a plethora of those games, but when Metroid comes out, it's almost like an event because we don't get them often. This is my favorite Metroid game. It's creepy, it's spooky, the mechanics on it are so cool. Compared to like the other Metroid games, the new things that you can do, it's so fun. I think I found all the secrets. The music in it, it's so good. If you want to play Metroid or even get hyped for Metroid Prime 4, even though this is 2D, this is a great game. Now, before I get into my favorite Nintendo Switch game of all time, let's go through all the other Switch games I have. And this is going to be a speed run because, like I said, I don't want this video to be like 5 hours long. So let's go ahead and do this. Assassin's Creed 3, never played it and got this for Christmas. I think it was supposed to be someone else's Christmas present, but they had it already, so they gave it to me. I don't really care to play Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry. Judge me. No, don't judge me, please. Don't do that now. I'm so vulnerable right now. Atari Flashback Classics. That's a mouthful. It's a tongue twister. Fun. I used to have an Atari 2600. I used to have an Atari 5200. I missed it. So what did I do? I went and bought the classics to have it on my Switch. And it's not the same. I would rather have a little joystick and play it. But I mean, it's fun. Atari games are fun for like 5 seconds. Bloodstain, Ritual of the Night. It's great. I think the person who worked on most of the Castlevanias on the Game Boy Advance made this. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would like to be right sometimes. But this is fun. I didn't get far because when it comes to like Metroidvania games, I play them and I just want to play Castlevania. I might as well just go play Castlevania. So I do. But this game is fun. I like it. I dig it. Doom. I mean, I freaking love Doom. Doom is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. Doom 2016 is probably my least favorite, not counting the VFR game, which I have played and beaten. But, I mean, this is cool. I had it on the go. I could play it in the car. I could play it in the bathroom. I could play it on the street. Anyway, game's fun. If you want to play Doom, I mean, this is basically a remake of the first one. Go ahead and play it. Great music, great time. Okay, so Final Fantasy 1 through 12, not counting 11, right? So out of all of the Final Fantasies that I have on this console, I mean, 7 is my favorite game of all time. I would probably tell you to play that one, but okay, Pixel Remaster. I think Final Fantasy 4 is a great Final Fantasy to start off with. It's turn-based. It introduced the ATB mechanic. Great story, great characters. My favorite on this one is 6, and then it's 5, but I would recommend play 4, then 6, and then 5. 5 has a mechanic that is so cool, the best job system in Final Fantasy, but it could probably be confusing and overwhelming for new players. Final Fantasy X, I know a lot of people love it. I think it's okay. The story's great, the characters are great. I just didn't have that much fun playing it. Final Fantasy 12, huge game, probably one of the best world building in Final Fantasy. Great, reminds me of the Star Wars prequels. I wouldn't recommend jumping into this one, but it's still fun. Just Dance 2017. I mean, in 2017, I was just dancing, and it was just a good time. Just Dance 2019. Hey, you know what? I didn't feel like dancing in 2018, but when 2019 came, I felt like dancing. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Haven't played it. It looks cute. I eventually want to play it, but this game was not for me. But you know what was for me? Link's Awakening. Adorable. Played the Game Boy version. It was so adorable, so fun. I love this game. The music. I want more Nintendo games in this style. Nintendo, hit me up, please. Didn't play it. I haven't played any Luigi's Mansion. I've been wanting to play Luigi's Mansion 1 ever since it came out. I have not yet to play it because my parents do not love me. But it was a good time. I've watched my wife play it. It looks fun. Mario Kart 8. I mean, it's Mario Kart. It's fun. And also going on a Mario Kart rant. Why is the game $80? It's just Mario Kart. You gotta be kidding me with these prices. The console price, okay, I get it. At the game, okay, I get it. Like, I saved $30. $80. This can't be the new normal. Metal Gear Solid, I love Metal Gear Solid. And then this one had 1 through 3, and then it had the OG Metal Gear, and then Metal Gear Solid 2, Solid Snake, and it had Metal Gear Snake's Revenge. All the Metal Gears, great. Favorite one is Metal Gear Solid, and then it's good Metal Gear Solid 3, and then Metal Gear Solid 2. Great. Snake Eater Remake is coming out in August. Get ready, it's coming. Minecraft, I mean, what can I say about Minecraft? Minecraft is great. It probably, would it be on my list? I don't know. Minecraft's great. It's fun. It's a great time, especially when it's raining and gloomy. It just makes me want to sit down and play Minecraft. And over here where I live, we don't get a lot of gloomy and rainy stuff. Nintendo Switch Sports, it's fun. I like it. I much prefer Wii Sports. There's something about Wii Sports that's just so fun and charming. This one didn't have that charm to it. I don't know. It wasn't that fun. Octopath Traveler 2. I talked about this game in one of my best games of some year that exists in the world. I haven't picked this back up. I haven't played it since. I don't know if I will, but this was fun. I liked the 2D pixel art. I liked the characters. I don't know why I stopped playing it. Talking about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, this game was fun. I think it's a remake of Pokemon Yellow. I still have the Pokeball controller. I don't know where it is. I never beat it. I don't know why. That's a problem I have. I have played nearly every Pokemon game that exists, but I've never beaten any of them. Any of them. And this is another one. This is fun. You know what one is not fun? Pokemon Scarlet. I was so excited. I think we got Arceus and Scarlet kind of close together. So I'm like, oh, I want more Pokemon. I couldn't beat that one. I'll beat this one. This game is broken. It's not fun. It took everything that was fun and great about Arceus and took it out and say, let's just make it not fun. And let's also make a glitchy game, a broken game that is not fun. I haven't picked it up since. You know what I have played and liked? Pokemon Sword. This was fun. This was the precursor to Arceus, right? This came out before Arceus, which had little open areas, but still had like the classic Pokemon to it. This was fun. Ask me if I beat it. Ask me. I dare you to ask me. Why haven't you asked me yet? Are you afraid or something? Am I scary? No, I haven't beaten it. Okay, Pokemon. That's not Pokemon. It starts with a P though. Princess Peach Showtime. This is fun. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's charming. I love Peach, and it's cute and it's adorable. I like the abilities, but it's just too easy. And then Super Mario 3D All Stars. I bought this game because I heard that they were not gonna sell this anymore. So I'm like, I saw dollar signs. I have these games already, but I'm like, oh, Nintendo's doing what Nintendo does. I'm gonna buy it, and it's gonna be worth something one day. And you know what? It's already worth something one day. Play these games though, if you're able to. They're classics. You know, it's also a classic. Super Mario 3D World. This is so fun. I almost 100% at this game. I was on the champion's run. I had to beat it. I just had to beat it one more time, and I would have 100%ed it. But you know what I did? I sold my Switch. I traded it in, and asked me if I've picked this up since. No, but this game is so fun. But don't play it with friends. It's so frustrating. Super Mario Maker 2. This is fun. This is fun, right? I was able to make some levels. They sucked. They were terrible levels. I'm not a level designer. But you know what? It was fun playing other people's levels. I like people making themes. It was fun. You know what also was fun? Super Mario Party. This, I don't know. What am I saying? It's Mario Party. It's fun. It's also gets me mad. I prefer other Mario Parties. I've seen Mario Party Jamboree. I don't have. That looks a lot fun. And then also the Superstar. Is that what it's called? All Stars? I don't know what it's called, but that one looks a lot more fun because it adds classic Mario Party rules to the new one. This is fun. I much prefer to play the other ones if I had them. And last but not least, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I like Smash Bros., but I don't like it like you guys like it. I suck at these games. It's cool, it's fun, but just like how I've said since I've started this channel, it's just a fighting game. I say that about every fighting game. It could only be so much fun. To me, it's just fighting. I haven't played this in years, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? And also, real quick, my digital games. I have Monopoly, right? One of my favorite board games of all time. It's Monopoly. It's fun, but I can't get anybody to play it because the games last so long, and I win because I'm a greedy man. And then we have Tetris 99. I love Tetris so much. I'm a Tetris man. I love Tetris. I suck at it though, especially this one. I've never won, but it's cool. And then we got Castlevania Anniversary, Advanced, and Dominus Collection. I love Castlevania. It's one of my favorite video game franchises ever. I'm pretty sure I said that right. Out of my favorites of the Anniversary Collection, I would probably say 3. Probably my favorite original Castlevania from the Advanced one. That is easily Aria of Sorrow. Easily. Love Soma. Love the story. Gameplay is awesome. From the Dominus Collection, that one is Portrait of Ruin. Wow, I remembered that. Okay, Portrait of Ruin. Great characters, fun gameplay. I loved how they changed the Castlevania formula. Not really, but it's really it's really fun. If you were gonna play any of the Castlevanias, those are the ones I would recommend. Sonic Mania. Love me some Sonic. I mean, the way that this made a new classic Sonic, it was so cool. Love the music, love the gameplay, love the new mechanics. And I've never beaten a Sonic game before this one, and being able to do that, it was awesome. Okay, speedrun over. Time to chill, because it is now time for my favorite Switch game of all time. And you guys are probably thinking, Kupo, there's one game that you haven't talked about yet, and I know you have it, because how can you not have it? Well, I do have it, my friend, and that is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. This took everything in Breath of the Wild and made it better. I appreciate Breath of the Wild. I understand that that game is one of the best games ever made, but this one I like better, and that could happen, and that's okay. It's the best anything everyone doesn't have to like. Well, I do like it, but listen to me. Come here. Listen to me, all right? Okay, back up, please. The mechanics in this one I find much more enjoyable. I liked creating contraptions, vehicles. It just made my experience that much more unique. The depths was spooky, scary skeletons. It was a good time. And then also the Sky Islands. I loved the Sky Islands. I explored everything in this game. I did all the shrines. I did all of the depth stuff. I did everything I possibly could. Besides the Korok seeds, I'm not a psychopath. But I love this game. This story is just, it's so good. Ganon coming back. I mean, we had Ganon in Breath of the Wild, but we didn't have the Ganondorf himself. I added a couple D's in there, but it's okay. The story is so good, so moving. And then just seeing Hyrule. Hyrule's got so much problems, right? But I feel like we've never experienced or seen Hyrule like this. And then just having Hyrule from Breath of the Wild and making it new like this with bigger map, and then just the depths and the Sky Islands. There's so much to do. I love this game so much. I feel like even though I have an appreciation, I love this game, I don't know if I could play this again. I've done everything I possibly could besides the Korok seeds, and it's just one of those things where I put on my shelf and I'm just like, I did it. That was amazing. I'm never going to be able to play this game for the first time ever again, but man, it was so good. Guys, you guys need to play this. I feel like you should probably play Breath of the Wild first and then play this one. I feel like you could appreciate this one more, but you really don't have to. But that's besides the point. Just play more Zelda games. Zelda's so good. Oh, well, that was my top 10 favorite Nintendo Switch games. And it was a journey. I love making videos like this because we can just talk about things I like. You know, you guys never ask what the things I like, and I never get to talk about stuff that I like. But it's just another game generation, another generation in the rear view mirror. Wow, I can say stuff like that. And now we have the future to look forward to. The Switch 2. I mean, of course, we're going to be getting a new Zelda game. We're going to have to. Of course, we're going to get a new Mario game. And then it's just, but we don't know what they're going to be. We don't know how they're going to be until come like 7 years. How long was the Switch? Like 7 or 8 years? That's crazy. I was at the midnight launch for the Switch, and now it's history. It's in the history books. Wow, what am I getting all the stuff from? But the Switch 2, should have they called it Super Nintendo Switch? Yeah, but I'm not the one making the billions, unfortunately. They didn't have me in the press conference or the meeting rooms. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to know your guys' Nintendo Switch list. Is it different than mine? Is it similar than mine? Are there takes that you didn't like that I had? If you do, I want to fight you because all my takes are spot on. But I want to see how wrong you guys are so I can laugh at it at night. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, get them in here. Tell them to like and subscribe. Watch more KupoCola videos. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. KupoCola signing off.